will shower you today. I hope that you are doing well despite of what happened to our country. This is Sir Jesse Guzman. Join me as we discover and explore fun and challenging adventures in Learning Science 5. To start, I would like to request you to pause for a while and bow your head for our simple prayer.
Amen.
So what are you waiting for? Grab your pen, paper, and self-learning modules. Let's begin this exciting journey in learning science. Are you ready? Let's go! For our review, get your cell phone and search Kahoot on your browser. I will give you a code and let us play Kahoot. Ready, set, Kahoot!
Category True or False. Science 5. Mangrove forests are the areas in the estuaries that are filled with mangrove trees. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. Very good. Next. True or false? Puerto Princesa in Palawan is an example of estuaries. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. Very good. Number 3. Rocky shores are areas in the estuaries that are filled with seawater during high tides and are drained during low tides. True or false? Okay, the correct answer is false. Very good. Okay, next. Number 4. Coral reefs are the areas of estuaries which part of the subtidal zone where biodiversity is rich. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. Next. Mudflats are the areas of estuaries that are filled with seawater during high tides and are drained during low tides. The correct answer is false. Very good.
I'm sure that you learned your lesson last week. Well, congratulations! We will now proceed to our new topic.
For our activity, direction. Look at the pictures of toad, grasshopper, hawk, snake, and grass. Arrange the pictures of which should come second, third, fourth, and fifth based on what they eat. The first picture is given, which is the grass. Then try to explain your answer. I will give you 2 minutes to answer. Timer starts now. For number 1, we have the grass. Number 2, we have the grasshopper. Number 3, we have the toad. Number 4, we have the snake. And number 5, we have the hawk. Now, let us read your answer. These are the feeding relationships of the animals in intertidal zones and estuarine ecosystem. Very good. Now let us have an observation. For your activity, I have here the name of the organisms that live in intertidal zones and estuarine ecosystem. Direction. Given the organisms that we discussed last week, on each organism, write their source of foods. 3 minutes to answer. Timer starts now. Okay, let us check your work. First, we have the mangrove. The source of food is the nutrients from the soil. Very good. Number 2, we have The starfish. The source of food, we have the nutrients from the dead animals. Very good. Number 3, we have the salmon. The source of food is the nutrients from small sea creatures like shrimps and snails. Very good. Number 4, the shrimp. Source of food, we have the nutrients from algae and the seagrasses. For number 5, we have the heron. Source of food, we have the nutrients from the large fish. Very good. Let us answer these questions. How did you find the activity? Okay, very good. It is easy to answer because we already discussed these sea animals last week. What can you say about the salmon and the heron? Are we consider them as the superior animals? Okay, very good. Yes, because they are big creatures. They can eat small animals. How about the mangroves? Are some sea creatures eating them? That's right. Yes, because they are the primary source of nutrients among organisms. What can you How can you characterize the starfish? Is it like mushroom of the sea? Of course, yes, because it is a living thing that eats dead sea creatures as a source of their growth and development. How about the shrimps? Are they considered as the cockroaches of the sea? Very good, yes, because shrimps love to eat waste or the feces of some sea creatures, but they can also eat planktons and diatoms.
The living things in any ecosystem consist of producers, consumers, and decomposers. Energy and nutrients are transferred from the producers to decomposers through feeding relationship. To find out more about this topic, let us watch this video. But before that, let us have a simple reminders in watching the video clip. First, sit erect, listen and watch the video clip silently. Second, jot down notes if needed. Third, ask a question afterwards if you don't understand the video. So let's start watching the video clip.
Did you understand the video lesson? Okay, very good. Yes. So what is the video clip all about? Very good. It is all about the feeding relationships of animals through food chain and the food web. What is producers? What are the examples of producers? Excellent. Green plants, algae, or microorganisms that are capable of making foods. Very good. How about the consumers? What are the examples of consumers? Excellent! Consumers get energy by feeding on plants and other organisms. We have three consumers: the herbivore, the grass-eating, the carnivore, the meat-eating, and the omnivore, the grass-meat-eating. Very good. How about decomposers? What are the examples of decomposers and also the meaning? Perfect! Decomposers get energy by breaking down dead organisms and waste. Fungi such as mushroom and also starfish are the examples of decomposers. How do living things adapt to the environment? Okay, very good. Through their behavior, they can protect and defend themselves. How are animals and plants dependent on one another? Very good. Plants provide shelter for animals and they can also give oxygen, while animals die and decompose and become natural fertilizer for plants. Very good. What do you think will happen if we do not take care of our estuaries and intertidal zones? That's right. The estuaries and intertidal zones will destroy because of pollution and eventually people will die. So that is why we need to protect our estuaries and intertidal zones together with the animals that live in this area. Lastly, what do you think will happen if one component of the estuarine system disappears? For example, if the mangroves disappear from the estuary, what will happen to the other organisms living in it? Okay, very good. There is no food chain. Animals will not grow and develop. The humans will also have affected with this problem. Let us have another activity. Direction. Study the pictures or the food web below. Identify the following organisms if they are a producer, primary consumer, the secondary consumer, the tertiary consumer, and the top consumer, or the one who is on top. Write your answer in a chart below. I will give you 3 minutes to do your task. Timer starts now. Okay, let us check your work. These are the answers. For producers, we have the phytoplankton. First, we have the primary consumer, zooplankton. Secondary consumer, we have the fish. And tertiary consumer, we have the seagull. Second, we have also the phytoplankton on the other side. Primary consumer, we have the krill. Secondary consumer, we have the fish and the blue whale. And also, the tertiary consumer, we have the seagull and the leopard seal. For the third one, we have the seaweed. Primary consumer, we have the crab. Secondary consumer, we have the squid. And tertiary consumer, we have the penguin and the elephant seal. For our top consumer, the killer whale. Very good. Let us summarize the lessons that we discussed through music video entitled The Food Chain Song. So for our last activity, get your ballpen and notebook. Direction. Identify the following organism. If it is a producer, consumer, or decomposer. If the organism is a consumer, identify if it is carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore. I will give you 3 minutes to answer. For number 1, shrimp. For number 2, human. Number 3, seaweed. Number 4, fungi. And number 5, mangrove. For number 2, human. Number 3, seaweed. Number 4, fungi. And number 5, mangrove. Okay, let us check your answer. For number 1, we have shrimp. The answer is carnivore. Very good. Number 2, we have the human. This is an omnivore. Very good. Number 3, the seaweed. The correct answer is producer. Very good. Number 4, the fungi. The correct answer is decomposer. Very good. And for number 5, the mangrove. The correct answer is the producer. Very good. For your assignment, draw an example of food chain. You may follow the boxes provided below.
That's it for today. I hope that you will learn your lesson well. Again, this is Sir Jesse Guzman saying, be an explorer, be a discoverer, be an amazing you. See you again next time. Bye-bye!